This isn't something we can just decide on a whim like we're teenagers. We have to think this through carefully before we can make a mature decision. Jacob immediately said, "I can't accept that. I know you still have feelings for me, and I have feelings for you. If we both feel this way, what's stopping us?" With that, Jacob pressed on. "I need you to tell me the truth. Do you really have feelings for me right now?" Zoe said, a little embarrassed, "How am I supposed to answer that? After all, we were together back then, and things were so good. We were each other's first love, and we've both had regrets for over 20 years. To pretend otherwise would be lying to ourselves." She continued, "But like I just said, this is about more than just our feelings." Jacob's tears started to flow freely, and he looked as hurt as a little boy. He had been through so much emotional pain for so many years. Having Zoe back brought him a huge sense of relief. Seeing her made him realize just how miserable his life had been up to this point. He didn't want to go back to that kind of life for even one more minute. Seeing Jacob crying like a child, Zoe's eyes turned red. She walked over to him, gently wiped his tears with her sleeve, and said with concern, "Jacob, you've had it so hard for so many years. If we could go back in time, back to before we graduated, even if what happened with you and Elaine had already happened, I wouldn't have given up on you." She sighed sadly and added, "But it's a shame. That time is gone, and no one can turn back the clock. In the blink of an eye, we're both middle-aged, over 50 years old now." Jacob grabbed her hand tightly and said excitedly, "Zoe, because we can't turn back the clock, we shouldn't give up on our future. We can't waste another second." At that moment, Jacob was so overcome with emotion that he dropped to one knee and blurted out, "Zoe, I want to be with you." Seeing him on his knees, Zoe panicked. She rushed to pull him up. "Oh, Jacob, what are you doing?" "Get up." Jacob stubbornly replied, "If you don't say yes, I'm not getting up." Zoe glanced nervously toward the kitchen door. "Oh, get up." He spoke, Jacob got emotional. He looked into Zoe's eyes and said, his voice full of feeling, "I'm being completely serious. Every word I'm saying is coming straight from my heart. For the past 20 years, ever since you left, I haven't been truly happy. We're at an age now where we shouldn't have to hold back. Why can't we just let go of all the worries and go after a real, passionate love?" Zoe let out a soft sigh. "I've thought about everything you've said, and to be honest, I've had the same hopes. It's just, things are so different now. The one thing I've always hated is the idea of being the other woman, so I can't let myself become that. We can't rush this. Just give me some time, and I'll give you some time." Jacob quickly asked, "But will you be with me after I divorce Elaine?" Zoe's beautiful eyes, framed by a few fine lines, gazed at Jacob without blinking. She said seriously, "I'll admit, a big reason I came back was the hope of seeing you again. I was hoping we could pick up where we left off." Having said that, her tone shifted. "But we're not 18 or even 20-year-old kids anymore. We have to think about things carefully now. I can't just answer whether I'll be with you. After you're truly single, let's try being together for a while. Then I'll give you a serious answer." Jacob blurted out without a second thought, "I'm willing. I am. 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, I'm willing." Zoe said seriously, I also need you to think long and hard about your marriage to Elaine. Think about whether there's still any love between you two. If there is, then I will wish you both the best, just like before. But if there isn't, you need to tell her clearly and as soon as possible. I know you. If you don't handle things decisively, you'll be torn apart by it. Zoe was a complete success in life by almost every measure, but the one thing that had always eluded her was true love. That's why she was so fixated on Jacob. Everyone has that one person, that one great what if in their heart. If you end up with that person, your life feels happy and complete. But if you don't, you're left with a lifetime of regret. And so, Zoe's return to the States was, more than anything, a quest to rediscover that unforgettable love in the sunset years of her life. Jacob couldn't wait to say, "As long as you'll have me, as long as you're willing to be with me, I will definitely divorce Elaine." Zoe sighed softly and said, "Whether what happened with her was intentional or not, or even if you were tricked into it, at the end of the day, you betrayed what we had. If you're really willing to make up for that, then of course I'm willing to give you a chance." Thinking back to all those years ago, Jacob suddenly stood up and pulled Zoe into a hug. Holding her tightly, he said, "I've regretted what happened back then for more than 20 years. This time, I won't let myself have any more regrets. You have to wait for me." Zoe nodded and said softly, "Okay, I'll wait for you. But you can't hold me like this anymore. What we're doing right now is wrong." Jacob said stubbornly, "I don't care if it's right or wrong. I just want to hold you right now." Zoe was really conflicted. On one hand, she liked being held in his arms, but she had lived a respectable life and couldn't accept being so close to a married man. So she said in a panic, "Oh, please let me go first. This isn't right for us, and I still have to cook." Jacob said, "I have feelings for you, and you have feelings for me too. What's so wrong with that?" After speaking, Jacob actually worked up the courage, lowered his head, and tried to kiss Zoe. Zoe quickly dodged him and said with a very serious tone, "Have we been talking about different things this whole time?" As she was talking, a burning smell filled the kitchen. Zoe cried out, "Oh no, my shrimp scampi!" With that, she quickly pushed Jacob away, her face flushing red. She rushed over to the stove. Peeking into the pot, she let out a disappointed sigh. "It's ruined, completely ruined. The shrimp are totally burnt." Jacob quickly spoke up from beside her. "Quick, turn off the burner before it gets worse." Zoe fumbled to turn off the gas on the stove. Looking at the charred shrimp in the pot, she said helplessly, "This is all your fault. This was supposed to be my best dish, and now it's completely ruined." Jacob looked embarrassed and guilty. "I'm so sorry," he said. "Should I run to the store and grab another bag of shrimp?" Meanwhile, Charlie and Darius, who were drinking herbal tea in the other room, caught the smell of something burning coming from the kitchen. Charlie muttered to himself, "Did something go wrong in there?" Darius frowned. "My mom's a really good cook. That's not like her at all." Charlie stood up. "Darius, you just hang tight for a minute. I'll go check it out. Don't worry." Darius quickly replied, "I'll come with you." As he started to get up, Charlie gently pushed him back down into his seat with a smile. "No, you stay here and enjoy your tea. I'll go see what's up." What Charlie was really thinking was something else entirely. He wondered if his father-in-law and his old flame were getting a little too cozy in the kitchen. What if he walked in on them, all disheveled, having completely forgotten about the food on the stove? How awkward would that be? He was different from Darius. Zoe wasn't his mom, and Jacob wasn't his dad. He was just an in-law, totally free to go in and enjoy the drama. Darius had no idea that Charlie was secretly hoping to catch some gossip. Since Charlie was already heading for the kitchen, Darius didn't push the issue. Charlie reached the kitchen, pushed the door open and peeked inside. He saw the two of them scrambling to clean up the mess from the burnt pot. Their clothes were perfectly neat, and nothing seemed out of place. Charlie couldn't help but feel a tiny bit disappointed. He'd come hoping for some juicy gossip, but it seemed like there was nothing to see. Still, as he looked at his father-in-law and his old sweetheart, he noticed both of their faces were a little flushed. It definitely looked like they'd had some kind of close moment just before he came in. So Charlie decided to play dumb. He put on a surprised look and asked, "Dad? Aunt Zoe? I smelled something burning. Is everything okay in here? Are you two all right?" Jacob stammered frantically. "Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. Just a little accident. The pot burned. I'm handling it. Don't worry." Charlie could see how flustered they were. How could two people mess up just watching a single pot? They must have been up to something. Jacob said guiltily, "Charlie, why don't you go and chat with Darius? Zoe and I have got this covered."